Hi everyone, I haven't made a video in a very long time, and today I just want to catch you up on basically what's been going on. Not much, honestly. The last time I posted was a month ago. I do not remember what I post about. So when I post, it is something I want to share. But this is just an update of what's been going on. So in July, I left my Amazon job because I was tired of it. And then I was not working for like a month or so. I was kind of depending on my Turo income, which is not a lot. Honestly, Turo's not really worth it. But we'll see. In a year, we'll see if it kind of is profitable or not. So, left my job in Amazon, and then around, say, by the end of July, I left Amazon, and then August passed, and then mid-September, I probably started doing Uber, and then I started doing Uber in this car, my little 2012 Toyota Corolla, and it was okay, it was good, but the gas mileage was not the best. I was getting 27 miles per gallon, so I said, you know what, let me get something better. And for some reason, I thought that a newer Toyota Corolla would be a better idea. So I bought a newer Toyota Corolla, a 2022 Toyota Corolla, brand new, and I tested it out. I went, I bought it, did the down payment, the $5,000 in the credit card, and none of my current money. I just put it on credit card, the $5,000 down payment. Got the car and started doing Uber, and I noticed that the gas mileage was also not that good. Just because it was newer doesn't mean it's better. So it's basically the same engine. Uh, Literally 10 years later, it's still the same car, just a little bit nicer looking and everything. So I said, you know what? I need to get a Prius. So I went looking for Priuses. I couldn't find one. I called 5 different dealerships. Eventually, I found one. And then that dealership, I went there right away as soon as they answered and said that they had one. And I got that car the same day. I'm like, hey, let me put another $5,000 down payment. But at first, I was going to trade in the Corolla, 2022 Corolla. And I'm like, let me look at the numbers to see what the trade-in looks like. Looked at the numbers. I didn't like them. So I'm like, you know what? Could I buy another car? And so, yeah, they sold me the car, the Prius. So now I have 2 brand new cars. The Toyota Corolla, I put it on Turo. Hopefully it pays itself throughout the years. Hopefully. Nothing's guaranteed in this life. So it's there. Somebody luckily rented for the whole month. I'm going to get it back on Monday. And hopefully somebody rents it out soon. So this car, the Corolla, is just sitting. I'm not really renting it. It's available to rent, but nobody, I guess, wants it. It has been rented out 9 times or so. But I think it's just, I did bump up my prices a little bit, and I'm still experimenting with what's the best price and a discount combination. So that's going on too. And so I did Prius, got the Prius. I signed the paperwork. Eventually, some little side note, I, I got notifications that I wasn't getting approved for the loans. I went back inside to the dealer. They called me in like, hey, can you sign this contract? Well, it's not really a contract. It's just, can you sign this uh, other loan application, loan agreement? So basically, Toyota did not approve me for the Prius because they already had approved me for the Corolla, the 2022 Corolla. And they said, look, we found you another bank, Wells Fargo. And then I got a notification from Wells Fargo like a week later, or not even a week later, saying that I didn't get approved for the loan. So I'm like, okay, well, am I ever going to get approved for a loan? Am I going to have to end up returning the car to the dealer and miss and lose out, or basically lose my down payment of $5,000? So I already had like more than, I don't know, like 12, like I had like around 12,000 in credit card debt. But I knew I was gonna pay it off. I had one credit card that was loading up, because in that credit card I have 0 interest for 18 months, and I'm already like in month 7th or so. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pay interest in that. Let me put it on that. And I had a $10,000 credit limit, and then I had to put like 3,000 or 2,000 in a different credit card, also from Bank of America, that I already had previously. But that one does charge interest, but I think I already paid it off. And so I had the Prius, and I'm like, well, I don't want to return it. So eventually, I got a letter from a bank called Mechanics Bank, and they are the ones holding my loan. And I did the whole profile, so now I'm able to pay online. Hopefully it's not like they're not giving me trouble, because I read the reviews and they're like really bad reviews. So maybe I give a payment and then next thing you know, like, hey, your credit cards or your bank connection is not working or something like that. Some bullshit. It's gonna probably come up. But I'm gonna try to give a payment ahead of time to test it out. That way, before the recurring payments, because I set it up to be automatic payments. Also for Toyota, directly with Toyota Finance, it's also automated, so I don't have to worry about that. But I might give basically double payments for both before the due date. So basically, easily $2,000 in just car payments for the first, for the next month, and I still got my own expenses. So I it's a lot of money that's being spent right now. Just trying to like make things work. The cars are getting rented, so hopefully that kind of helps a little bit. But I did change out the tires on my Honda Civic, so, and that one got rented the whole month, so I'm happy for that. And somebody already requested to rent it for 2 months next year, so I'm happy for that as well. And what else? This car is not being rented. I'm probably gonna give it to my mom. My mom needs a car. Her RAV4 2000, like 2000 1999. I don't know. It's messing up already, so this one will be a good car for her. But I don't know if it's that good because over there it snows in Kansas. So what else has happened? I've been still trading. I still trade stocks. I'm doing options. I am now trading a $200 account instead of the 1,500, the 2,000, the 1,000. Just sticking to one $200 account. I'm taking notes. I'm reading this book when I can or when I remember to, because I've been doing a lot of Uber, like a lot of Uber, so much Uber, just to keep up with all my payments and my credit cards and my expenses. Uber does seem to be paying well. You can say that Uber pays $1 a mile. So if I want $2,000, I gotta put $2,000 miles in my car, and that's possible in a week. So I average like 1,200 miles a week easily. I could do that. This week I only did like 1,000 miles, so you could say I made $1,000 this week. But their taxes are not taken into account, and that's not taking into account gasoline as well. And gasoline, I could easily spend $20 a day. So 20 times 5 is $100. I'm left with 900, and when taxes come in, I'm probably only left with 700. But the good thing is that at the end of the year, I file all my expenses that I'm putting into Uber and Turo, so that hopefully lowers how much I'm getting taxed. Because it's technically like kind of like a business, but not really a business. So I have to put in all my expenses. And so that's been going on. I left Amazon because I didn't like coming out late, going to sleep late, and waking up late. So everything is late, and I don't get time to wake up early or wake up energized to do stocks. So with with Uber, I could say, hey, I want to stop already. I want to go home. I'll go home, start heading home at 6:30, get home by 8, shower, and then go to sleep by 9:30 or 9. The idea is to go to sleep by 9, but that rarely happens. I live with people, so I start talking and get distracted, or somebody's using the restroom, so I can't really. I have to wait, or I just shower in the morning. But that waking up in the morning, what I want to do is just get changed and start trading. Because when I shower, I tend to take a longer time. So that's that. I figured out kind of a routine. If you guys want to see my routine, my routine is basically, it starts by the day before. The day before I get off work, I shower, I go to sleep, or maybe I'll prep a little bit, look at stocks for like 30 minutes. And then in the morning, look at stock again, look at the pre-market for 20 minutes or so, like skim through it really quick, look at new patterns that maybe I didn't pay attention to in the past, the day before. And then I make a list, a plan of where I think the stock's gonna go, how much I can make, how much do I have to put in, how many contracts, what percentage of it is my entire account. And so I plan with that, and then if I like it, I'll put it on the trade, and I'll trade from 6:30 to no later than 7:30. And then at 7:30 I stop trading. I maybe eat a little bit, and then I wash my car at 8, clean it, and then I start doing Uber from basically 8:30 to 6:30. So that's about 10 hours. No, not 10 hours. Yeah, maybe like 10 hours. I do like a 10 hours, 9 hours a day, sometimes 11. And so I try to hit a bonus. Uber has a bonus, and it always changes every week. I usually do 70 trips a week, sometimes 80, sometimes 60. And I had to do that from Monday through Thursday. So I have 4 days to complete 70 trips or 80 trips or 60 trips. And the bonus ranges from, let's say, $200 to 450. I only saw 500 once for 60 trips, but you could say it averages $250 for 70 trips, which is okay. And so yeah, and that's $1,000 with the bonus. So without the bonus, it would, Uber would not really pay that much. But if you bust your butt, and work 10 hours, 6 days, yeah, you can make maybe $1,600 or $1,500. That's possible. Yeah, that's possible. But it gets tiring just sitting on your butt. Your back suffers because you're losing the muscles in your back, and you start getting back problems. You start gaining weight. Your joints, might not be as strong anymore because you're not using them. Your bones lose power. It's just being immobile makes you weaker. So you got to find something to do on the side, exercise. My friend bought a Oculus lenses, and he bought a game that's for boxing. So in the morning, maybe I like, just swinging at the air basically, but at least it's entertaining. I play baseball on Sundays. That's also something I do. That's basically the gist of everything I've been doing. I have not been profitable yet. I don't know if I mentioned I got a tattoo. It says a positive winning attitude. I did not do this just to show the tattoo, but I saw it. So anyways, and that has to do with trading. You have to have a positive winning attitude when you're trading. You gotta be wanting to win instead of being like, I'm not gonna win. You gotta be like, yeah, let's find that play, And I do find those plays, but I don't put the right size, and then I lose it back with bad trades. Like today, for instance, I was down about $100, and then I made some of it back, and then I still had some money I could use, so I used it, but then I lost a little bit of money, So I went from yesterday I was like at 230. I went back down to 102 today, in the morning, and then I went back up to 215, and from 215 I went down to 185. So that's a lot of fluctuation. That's me doing bad decisions, bad trades. I'm still learning. I rather learn with a $200 account than $1,000 account and lose $200 a day, $400 a day. It's happened to me where I think this year there was a day where I lost 800. I was trading like a $3,000 account or something like that, or $2,000 account, and man, $200. I gotta earn my bigger account. If I want a bigger account, I gotta grow a small account, make it into a big one, and play with the big one, until play with the small one until you can handle bigger ones. Okay. So if you have any questions, comment below. You have questions about Turo. Turo is just, I put the cars on the Turo platform. I charge about $65 a day, and then I give a discount for 3 days, and then a discount for 7, and then a really huge discount for 30 days. Just recently I changed the mileage So I only limit to 200 a day, because people could put a lot of miles if they want to. To avoid that, let's put low miles and let's make it worth it, because otherwise you're not making any money. For instance, the Corolla, it's costing me easily like $600 insurance plus payments, and then you could say another $100 for oil changes. That's if it reaches 5,000 a month in miles. So $650, let's say, a month. I only made like, I think 750. So I'm like breaking even on that car. So it's not really worth it. Turo's not really worth it. Let's be honest. With the used car, the Honda Civic, it probably is worth it, because I already paid it off. I'm not making any payments. $7,000 that I paid $9,000 for it. And what else? I paid $9,000 for it, for like rims and stuff. So you could say like $10,000. And with that car, I'm also charging almost about the same as the Corolla. But that car, made 900 this month, I think, because I changed the price. And then also the Corolla, I gave a big discount to the lady. So I won't do that mistake again. So with no discount, it's like around 930 a month. The Honda's not costing me anything. They're putting miles. So I'm probably profiting half of it, because half of it is going to go to expenses, maintenance, and all that kind of stuff. So Turo, not really worth it. But hey, it's something. And the less time you can spend on it, the better. I've been going on for so long in this video. I don't think nobody has stayed for this long. But if you have, and you kind of found this an interesting talk, I would like to know if it's even interesting listening to me rant. I hope I provided enough information. I will post more videos on thoughtful things, but this is just a catch-up video. I will go more into detail on further things. All right, see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.